Forbidden Area. Author, Agamora. Crossdress Small World, Part 2, Hell Training. Having thrown a bucket of cold water on me, I woke up startled. My head was still a little dizzy. It took me a while to see the scene clearly. I'm in a very large room. If I stood in the middle of the room, I wouldn't even be able to see the four walls around me. This is a bright room, arranged exactly like a large gym with all kinds of tools. There are many people around me right now, all of them in a bewildered look like me. With a quick glance, I recognized quite a few acquaintances. They're all members of rival gangs in each city. Perhaps there are also members of the White Condor gang, but I'm not sure, because this place is so big and so many people. The common trait between me and these people is that we all possess muscular and solid bodies. This is very common with people who like to fight. When the situation was stabilizing, suddenly the large screens mounted everywhere in the room turned on. Appearing on the screen was a very elegant-looking man, with a phantasmal smile on his lips. This is the guy who sent bodyguards to beat me up earlier. The feeling of anger within me rose. At this point, the man began to say, "Hello, my young friends. Welcome to Happy House Company's talent training. I'd like to introduce myself. I'm Jay, who's in charge of your management. Let's get to know each other." The surroundings began to be filled with curses, something like, "Hey! You son of a bitch! What the hell you doing?" Jay remained silent, the smile on his mouth stilled. After a moment of scolding, the situation seemed quieter. At this point, Jay was just beginning to say, "You don't have to be so excited. I'll answer your questions in no time. First of all, why are you here? It's very simple, because you break into the forbidden area of H City without permission. There have been many related rumors before, but it seems that curiosity has overwhelmed your thoughts. Then you can only blame yourself. It seems like before we broke into this deserted mansion, a lot of people were ahead of us. It's ridiculous because I naively thought that we were the first brave ones to discover the mystery of this mansion. We are just a group that came after, all those who came before are already imprisoned here. The mystery of the mansion has now been revealed, but it seems we are no longer capable of revealing it to others." Jay waits for a moment for everyone in the room to receive the information, then continues to say, "Secondly, you will probably ask yourself if our behavior is illegal? The answer is half yes, half no. We broke the law because we secretly arrested you, but for guys from the underground like you, our behavior is also normal, isn't it? And why not? Although we keep everyone here, our purposes are completely well-intentioned. Even then, maybe you'll appreciate us. However, I warn you, this training will be extremely rigorous and the price you will pay if you refuse to do it will be extremely painful. In terms of both mind and body, in short, life is more painful than death. Not to mention, if you do not complete the assigned task, that day we will cut your rations, all of you. That is, one person does, but all suffer." There were comments around. After a moment, Jay continued, "Apart from you, there are many others who are still training. But the training mode of each person is different. The training content of the people here will be sent specifically to each of you. Now, let's have some fun." At this point, the screen goes off. It didn't take long, the training content was sent to. Although I used to train muscles with high intensity, when I looked at what was printed on paper, I was afraid. The workout is too massive. It seems that the workout focuses a lot on the waist, hips and legs. What's this for? There will be a lot of people wondering, but it doesn't matter. Because either way, we were forced to do what they said. It's been a few months, I don't know how long exactly because in this place, the concept of time is so blurred. Over the past few months, we've been training very seriously. So far, no one thought of fighting back. At the beginning, some haughty men wanted to escape, and since then, no one has seen them. We also follow each physical exercise they plan. Of course, no one wants to be rationed. Not to mention, no one is brave enough to stand out as a common enemy of everyone, because as long as one person disobeys Happy House's orders, all will lose their rations. Actually, this is quite easy for me to accept. Out there, I also struggled through the day to get every meal. Although life seemed idle at the time, there was also the potential for invisible dangers. I could die at any time during gang fights. Life in this place is very hard, but at least my head is rested, no longer having to think about each meal. At the end of each training session, each person is called to a private room to see a psychologist. Although Happy House says this is to relieve our stress, I know that they are taking steps to manipulate our thoughts. The only thing I can accept is my body. It should be through each such austere exercise, our muscular body will become stronger. But no, they're getting significantly slimmer. This place doesn't have a mirror, so I can't see my whole body. But looking at the people around me, I could at least imagine my body right now. I feel like our bodies are more and more like women, moreover, like the bodies of a female model. They're perfect for a woman, but for a man, this is a little weird. Today is the last day of training. Jay appears on the screen again to congratulate us. We will be moved to the next stage of training, which, in Jay's words, is much more difficult to accept. How difficult is it to accept? Aren't these hellish exercises hard enough? There is a limit to human strength. But so far, there is no more information, so we have to listen quietly to the arrangement of Happy House. At the second stage of training, each person will be allocated to a private room. I am currently following the directions of Happy House staff to reach my private room. Suddenly, my room was the same room at first when I searched the mansion. What the hell? Are they mistaken? With that cute decoration, I'm sure this room is for a girl. But the Happy House staff didn't give me a chance to think either. When I walked into the room, the items around me were the same as the first day. Everywhere is a feminine pink. Only difference is that now in the corner of the room has appeared a large wardrobe. Besides, each of us was also arranged to have a Happy House female staff with us. The contents from the next stage will be planned by themselves. After settling in the room, Happy House female staff named Lily asked me to go to the bathroom to have a nice shower. Without her prompting, I'll do this too. It's been months since I've been exposed to water, and my body soon itches. In the early stages of our training, Happy House did not provide any clothes for us at all. We were dressed in the same clothes as when we were brought in. After hard exercises, they were soon rotting. But maybe it doesn't matter anymore. The private room has added a wardrobe, which also means that I have been provided with spare clothes. As I walked out of the bathroom, Lily was soon waiting for me outside. She said she prepared a spare clothes for me. I nodded unnoticed. Until I saw them, I started freaking out. What the hell is this? This is obviously a women's lingerie set. Exactly a black lace bodysuit with an exquisite design. I looked up at Lily with a stunned face. Are you mistaken? Where's my spare clothes? Lily replied with a nonchalant face, no mistake. This is your clothes. Phase 2 has officially begun. From now on, you'll be wearing women's clothes. First, you're only allowed to wear women's lingerie. After being certified as passing, you will wear different types of clothes. This is a kind of level measure to distinguish. Every day I will guide you with the necessary knowledge, all related to women. I hope you're taking this seriously. You already know the end of stubborn guy. But I really don't want to use intimidation against you. When you complete the training process, You will receive a very large amount of money and a lot of opportunities, which you will see clearly later. At this point, I clearly understand the purpose of Happy House. They're training us to be women. But for what purpose? This doesn't give them any good. Ah, wait a minute. Could it be that the beautiful girls on the staff of Happy House so far have been? The more I think about it, the more I shiver. I hope what I think is not true. Now I understand why Jay said phase 2 would be harder to accept. To be continued. Today's story would like to stop here. Thank you for watching. Please like and share for people with similar interests to motivate me to develop my channel. Goodbye and see you in another story.